Oh, they actually do money?
Yeah.
I actually think Zoomer's taking the dub. Like, easy. Like, there's no chance for Current.
We're gonna have to ask 7 versus $7. Oh, Zoomer says $5.
Oh.
$47 trillion. 500 credits each. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
a $10 1v1, more or less.
I placed my bets on Zoomer. Can you leave?
Oh no, he joined. He joined. He
Kick him.
joined. Okay, you joined. He joined.
Bro.
Are in.
Current's in the V. That's so good.
Yeah, if he acts up, I'll just take away his admin and then server mute him. You know. Oh well, starting off game one, Zoomer gets the first kickoff win, but then instantly gets killed. So Kurt's gonna have a free ball. See who will be scoring the first goal of the series. Current misses his shot, and Zoomer actually almost fell for the fake. Current though, new speed every time these two have played. The two times, it's been a close game, but the Current winning the first one, Zoomer winning the second one. Now the third one to tiebreaker to see who's truly the best player, and both of these players have been grinding for this moment, for this wager. They've wagered on all the other matches. They're going to be doing that again, and Current starts it off with the first goal, just making a high shot. Zoomer's not really able to get the save on it. It's a bit awkward for him. Kickoffs. Yeah, because something in the first series that Zoomer wasn't really having a great time with against Current, but into the second series and seemingly into the third series, it's looked a lot better for him. I think he's even had the advantage, and Current looking to double up on his lead, but actually runs out of boost. This might be an overcommit, but Zoomer just misses that ball on the bounce, and the physicality from Current. This is what we saw in the second series that I would say was really his most powerful aspect, what was really keeping him in the series when Zoomer was just really playing great. And oh no, that's going to be an own goal for Current. Bit, bit unfortunate for him there. And still, respect to Zoomer, forcing him on low boost, starving him. It's going to be a hard save. Ends up not making it. Ooh. Current messing up. He's trying to practice those flips on the kickoff. Learned that from a really good coach in the scene. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His name is Shadowball14. But yeah, Shadowball14. They told him, yeah, Spook Luke. That's who for sure. And well, Current may not have, but maybe he made the mistake of typing in chat because that just gave Zoomer an open net. Current couldn't get back in time for the flick. Yeah, it's Zoomer. You know, the Zoomer's not in his voice chat. Current is in it, but muted. So he heard us talking about it. And Zoomer is very confused why Current just wrote Spook Look in the chat. But okay, well, immediately gets the goal back, and still tied. But yeah, as I was saying, he been getting coached on his kickoffs to try and practice flipping more. He'd been doing a lot more of the basic kickoff where you just drive towards it. And as we see here, he's doing more of a flip, and it's working out better for him. The contact goes a little bit in Zoomer's favor, but as you can see, not the best shot, and Current's going to be able to get an opportunity off of this. Gee, a lot of time. Zoomer went all the way back for boost. Current really not able to get anything too dangerous. He was glued to the front of his car, and he couldn't get any direction change. But yet again, the demos come out, and Current, he's definitely giving himself a lot of time on the ball. He just needs to make sure he's being mechanically threatening enough with the possessions he has. Like, we've seen a few of them where he's just giving the ball away a bit. And then you see Zoomer, he's been able to do a lot more with his possessions. Saw that flick and that direction change a lot harder to defend than what Kurt's been doing so far. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it does get the job done. Oh, Current going for the silver kickoff strategy. It looks like it's just going to result in a goal. Zoomer does not get back in time. And that's something that maybe the nerves come into play. Zoomer not really focused on the kickoff, just focused on himself. Trying to win the kickoff as much as possible. Doesn't even see the Current's just in his own goal. Hits it away and bang back the other way. Ties the score up yet again. That's just the pushes from Current that haven't been going well for him. He's not been managing his boost that well. That's a great fake challenge, though. He's going to get this one off Zoomer, but he is getting the time on this ball that he needs to be able to convert with. That's a decent flick, but still, Zoomer, the ones main. Over 500 ones games this season, I believe, and we're only like halfway through the season, so it's pretty crazy. He's really been on the grind, and you think in those typical 1v1 situations, he's going to have the experience. As opposed to Current, who's only played 1 or 200 this season, ones games. So early flick from Zoomer, not really a threat, just puts on the pressure. Current though got a pretty good clear and was able to get boost. Aerial ball comes out to him, but shot is not going to be good at all. Bit of a dangerous ball. Zoomer didn't read it the best. Could not get around it enough to make it a difficult play. Final 90 seconds, Current plays it off the backboard. Zoomer misses the read, and Current brings it home to regain his lead from the very start. And again, just kind of swung back like the first series we saw against these two. Current getting back on top on the kickoffs, and that's just a beautiful shot. Zoomer couldn't do anything about it. Comes off the sidewall, sees the bounce. Zoomer's all the way back. He's in the position to make the stop. Kind of trips over the post just a tad. And just can't do anything about that. Now Zoomer, possession off kickoff. He's been doing good with this so far. See what we can do. The flick doesn't really get behind that ball enough, or below it rather. Flick just doesn't go high. It's pretty easy to just get a 50 on that ball with this Current, going for 50. Just gets a massive dunk. This might be it for game 1. 3-goal game, of course. That's really not insurmountable at all in 1v1 in a minute. But you'd think that Current plays his cards right. He should be able to take this one home. As he's winning these 50s and getting these boost grabs. And this is good touches from him to waste more time. Playing it up the wall, making Zoomer a bit awkward. Because he's not really going to get a drive towards net from here. Now he may be slowly getting advantage on boost and positioning as he pushes it into Current's corner here. But realistically, even if he had scored that would have been a 30 seconds gone. And now Current just pushing it back all the way around. It's going to take Zoomer a long time to get this back to Current's net again. Looking for the flick. Double jump, and the best third man strikes again. This should be an open net for him. Yeah, it will. Best third man will seal the deal. Game 1 will win the first game of the series. But if there's yeah, not the 7 saves like the scoreboard. He has the same amount of goals as he does saves. 7 goals and 7 saves. And that has been a testament to how well his defense has been as he gets another kickoff goal. Oh, Zoomer. Maybe rage quit. I don't know what to say. I doubt it's a rage quit after only game 1. Probably a card change. But game 1 does seem to be over. So as we round the last 2 seconds, and Zoomer, we see him switch to the Octane now. So a bit of a more standard choice, more of what he used when he won his last match. If you recall the first series, he actually did use a series of kind of wacky cars. Remember the Ecto 1? I'm not sure if the DeLorean was one of them. But that is the series that he lost, so maybe the Octane is really a better for him. Change this to what's game 2, Forbidden Temple. If only I could read French, and I knew what these said. Aha, Forbidden Temple. Let's do a... We're not doing Rumble. It's best of 7 1v1. Ain't nobody said Rumble. As we start game 2. Alright. Going for the silver strat again. Sort of pays off. Zoomer did see it coming. And didn't really give the ball away. Tried to stay close to it. But still wasn't able to really get a threatening attack. And then Current. You got to appreciate what he's been doing with the time on this ball as of late. He made a few mistakes early on. But now, spots like this, just takes his time, waits for Zoomer to be awkward, and then takes his shot. And it's good placement and power. Yet again, scores the first goal of the game. Kickoff's not going in Zoomer's favor the way they did at some points. Bit of inconsistency on both sides in that factor, and another demo. It's becoming his trademark if he didn't already have a bunch of trademarks in, you know, his saves. Tries to get a 50 on Zoomer, but Zoomer gets a pretty decent clear on that. Current still with a boost advantage. Zoomer doesn't really have much in the tank, but Current's flick isn't really going to be much of a threat. Another bump, and this might be open for him. Looking for the flick. Zoomer low on boost here. He will steal the corner boost. Bit of an awkward play for Current. Zoomer got more flick power on that flick. Definitely could have gone past Current, but unfortunately for him, really had no juice. Now Current again with the time. He's done well with this lately. Powerful shot, and it was threatening, but Zoomer smart enough being in position, and back the other way he'll launch it right over Current's head. It was a good play by Current, but that last touch just a bit careless, giving the ball away, and Zoomer from a pretty slow moving position actually got really good power on that ball. Ooh, that kickoff though, not great for him. Current's gonna have time with the boost and the ball. Zoomer pushes it into the corner, doesn't have any boost to make a play on this. And Current just making sure he holds on to this. Zoomer is just trying to get in the way, trying to stop an attack so that he can maybe get some more time. And he does push this downfield, and that gives Zoomer time to get that mid boost there. So now he actually will have a chance. Pushes it towards net, and actually, kind of they both pre-flipped each other. I think Current's trying to block Zoomer, but Zoomer didn't really get that touch. It just falls back to Current again. Looking for the demo! Does read that Zoomer jumps, and that's just going to roll its way in. Lets it take its time for the slow roller. It's going to be a 18km/h goal. Definitely slow. Bit unfortunate, yeah, for Zoomer. This is nowhere near him. I mean, 36 ping. Maybe we have to... I don't know if we have to question if it's just copium or something, but... that is resulting in a goal for Current. Still early on in the series. And early on in the game, too. Only a 1-goal game. This dribble for Zoomer is not working out, though. Started going the wrong way. That's when Current knew to move in. Bit of an awkward ball for both players. Current saw it and tried to take the opportunity, but just couldn't get the angle. Zoomer back the other way. Doesn't have any boost to work with. Maybe tries to lunge for the corner boost, but it's actually not going to be able to get anything from that. He's going to make his retreat all the way back. Current taking the bounce dribble, takes the shot, and Zoomer with 0 boost. There was not much he could do about this. Early frustration for Zoomer. And I think the kickoffs, when they aren't going in his favor, that's something that you have to keep an eye on, because that is something that he mentioned tilted him in the first series. And oh, this fake on Current, did not expect that one. He was just doing the classic bulldoze, and now a chance. Current committed for the corner boost. Bit of a mistake on his part, misjudgment of the play. Zoomer saw it and said, oh, I'll just turn towards net. And he brings himself within 1. Definitely lots of time for him to make this comeback. It's not even a question of if it is possible. It's completely dependent on even the next 30 seconds, a minute. Definitely open for both players here as Current on the attack. Makes it awkward for Zoomer, but also commits a bit in the process. Zoomer going to have a bit of a counter attack. It's going to bounce off the wall. Current having time. It's going to be favorable, but that first touch isn't going to work too well for him. Actually, that bounce, went right back to him off the 50, and Zoomer gets back to it on the counter attack, looking for the shot behind the best third man, and he does tie it up, making the 2-goal comeback from earlier. Not incredibly substantial, but still worth mentioning. Oh, Current saying lag. We're going to have to look at this. Nope, he's on 44 ping. We don't really have established rules here, but I think we're going to have to say this game's definitely going to keep playing, as the lag at least doesn't appear severe enough to yeah, I was going to say never mind as soon as he gets that goal off the kickoff using the silver strategy again. Pinch across. So it's going to be a bit awkward. Current's really well positioned to threaten a challenge. And fakes out Zoomer. Didn't do anything. Zoomer does get back in time. And he definitely didn't want to go 2 down again. This one, though, a bit scary. Doesn't have any boost to work with. Current's fake challenges working out pretty well so far. He's definitely wasting time. But, I mean, 45 seconds need to be wasted without Zoomer scoring a goal. So I don't know if that's the wisest decision. But still, making smart plays. Not taking risks at all. Oh, Zoomer gets caught up. Doesn't really hold power slide on his recovery, and he's not going to get back in time. Current, maybe just a better recovery. Yeah. His car was facing the correct direction. Zoomer was facing backwards. Neither of them holding power slide. Just works out for Current. And now, definitely Zoomer has his work cut up for him. 2 goals in 27 seconds, and with this kickoff, Current making it 3 goals in 22. Oh, motionless after the goal. He says, bro. We saw this in their first set. Bit of tilt from kickoffs from Zoomer. This is a best of 7, so even if it appears that Current might be going 2-0 up in the series, still leaves a lot of breathing room for Zoomer. And we did see that. Current, I think, went 3-0 up in the first series, and Zoomer started to come back, got the next 2 games, but then unfortunately just wasn't enough. And maybe another preset change as Zoomer's just left the lobby. Second game win for Current. Definitely Zoomer does not want to let it go to what is it, quadruple match point, like last time. Because going into this match, you know, me and Apop here in the VC, we kind of thought Zoomer might have the advantage with the ones games played. He's really been on the grind, but it's not looked that way so far. It looks like Current has had the clear advantage so far, even if it has been close. And I forgot to change the map, but we're just gonna forget about that and just skip the UVH Stadium. Oh, Zoomer in the Fennec now. Yeah. Goes favorable kickoff for Current yet again. Not a trend that is going to stop with this new card change, apparently. Definitely an important game for Zoomer. Not so much for Current. He can afford to lose this, but it would be a big game on a massive statement, indeed, to get this win. Zoomer missing this flick. And just the patience for Current. Taking this bounce dribble. This is going to be a hard shot to save, but actually puts it high, back the other way. Zoomer doesn't have any boost, but it looks like he'll be able to get back to this one. Current, yeah, gave up on that ball as soon as you realized it was past him. And Zoomer just finally getting the first goal of the game. Might be what he needs. Oh no. Current, he was typing that he was a ones main and he's C3. We've seen a lot of tilt from this, from Zoomer, and especially with the kickoffs we've already seen. So maybe some toxicity kind of in chat just to try and tilt Zoomer and get the mental advantage. Zoomer in the past has expressed that he does not like playing against ones mains, and he does not like playing against people who are C3 and 2s. Current of which, I wouldn't really call him a ones main. He does definitely more of a 2s main, as he ties this one up with a bit of a high shot off the wall. Wasn't really expecting this to result in a goal, but I guess now there was Zoomer, so that's how it worked out. But yeah, Current having definitely a substantial amount of ones games played this season, and Zoomer for the first time seeing that kickoff, but oh no, misses the mid boost, and Current's gonna have so much time in his own corner to get boost and ball. Now this does allow Zoomer to get the other boost, and that touch not really great for Current, but neither is that from Zoomer. Could be an open net for Current, and he does get his speed quickly enough, where he regains, well, not really regains the lead, he gets the lead for the first time in this game, but definitely not something he's new to in the series. Oh, interesting kickoff from both players there. Kind of just goes out to the blue corner where Zoomer is, and it's a bit awkward. He's being pressured. A bump attempt from Curry. He doesn't get the demo, but it is enough. It is enough. He pushes it past Zoomer. I'm not sure how he didn't get demoed there. It definitely looked like... no, it really didn't look like Curry was going supersonic there. I don't know what I'm thinking. But the bump was enough. Zoomer down by 2 again. He's been down by 2 a lot. He hasn't really been able to make these comebacks. This time he gets a save, and I think this is definitely a great strategy for him. Playing this defense and trying to get the possession. Because Current, more of a defensive player himself, he calls himself the best third man. We look at the scoreboard, does not have any saves this game, and that might be helping Zoomer out, because if you can catch Current out in his offense, that might be how you score the goals, because you know when he's comfortable, he's really difficult to score on. Just making sure you're making good use of the time. But Current knows this too, so he's not really gonna let this happen easily. Just in defense, not gonna overcommit willingly. In fact, he's kind of making Zoomer play aggressively just to have time on the ball. Now this is something, but oh my goodness, what a save by Current. I was thinking that was a really good shot by Zoomer on the flick, but Current just getting up in time, and I spoke about how good his defense is, and does not let down. It's just this situation though, and I think it's okay for Zoomer to be doing this, but you know, has to be putting the appropriate amount of pressure on the ball, because he's giving Current these opportunities by, you know, going for those jumps and either full committing back or full committing up. And really no in between there. Just the mechanics not really holding out. He's gonna have some time here, and this might be his chance to catch Current out. Looks for maybe an aerial, but just gets away from him. Current able to get it, and a boost steal too. 1v1 play, of course, as it is 1v1. Don't really know why I had to point that out. Current gets the goal. Just a good cut there. Zoomer flipping too early. If you've watched any Spook Luke videos, you'll know his mistake there, over flipping. Something you don't want to do, especially in 1v1s. Delayed kickoff by Current works out. Every kickoff Current seems to be doing seems to be working out for him. And I don't know what Zoomer can do against that. Actually, that's a great play. And this is exactly what I mentioned earlier when I said, what does Zoomer have to do to outplay Current? And it's this. Wait for Current to overcommit and, you know, get those goals when you don't have a defender. Definitely easier to outplay Current when he's out of his comfort zone, rather than when he's back in net like this. Now, of course, you got to take these shots, and Current going for that kickoff maybe just a few too many times. Zoomer definitely saw that one. Current calling the mac and cheese, but maybe not the best strategy. If you do remember the mac and cheese game, he did lose that game. He won the series, but he lost the mac and cheese game, so I'm not sure if it's a superstition, and seems like a first kickoff in a while that go in Zoomer's favor, and finally leads for the first time in a while. He did score the first goal in this game, but he's calling hold, but I don't know what he's on about, man. Oh wait, did I forget to update the series score? No, I didn't. Great. Still 2-0 for Current. Good change though, with Zoomer leading this game. And oh, another kickoff play. Barely sneaking it past Current, who's just diving to get back to this ball. Could not reach it though. So maybe the first 2-goal lead for Zoomer, if I can remember correctly. Might not be though. Current joking about getting Zeno on his account. Just a minute left though. Zoomer's not out of the woods yet in this crucial game. He's made the comeback, but can he hold on to it? The kickoffs. They had a few nice ones, but now this one is you know, it's a great shot by Current. Zoomer just barely not able to reach it. Current saves, and he does only have 3 saves, so maybe that trend of not letting him play defense, as I don't know, as weird as it sounds, could be kind of working for Zoomer. So we see Current on the offense, and he's not really able to make much out of this play. As he is down a goal, you would expect him to be going for something. He still has time, of course, but I mean, it does work out for him. Kind of just straight on push this ball, and Zoomer kind of making a mistake on this 50 in particular. Oh, Current maybe revealing his secret to come back here, listening to the A-pop theme song, Die in a Fire. Maybe, oh, Zoomer missing that boost. 0 boost on this dribble. Trying to get the Zoomer flick, and Current gets the save. Zoomer, you knew that was intentional, going for his patented flick right there. We've seen him go for that countless times. Maybe Current going for one as well there, doesn't quite connect. And Zoomer gets the save as the game is tied in the final 10 seconds approach. Current clears it out, back into Zoomer's corner. We might have overtime, but Current has the last look at net. Takes the shot. Zoomer flies out of the net. Nowhere close to it. And Current, with 2 seconds, is now up by 1. An unfortunate jump from Zoomer. Oh, we see him jumping just as he crosses the ramp, and that means he cannot jump in a straight line in the way he wants. It really messes him up. What we're going to see here from him, 2 seconds left, just an ordinary kickoff. It stays up, but for how long? Not long enough. Current on the verge of sweeping Zoomer. None of us expected this. All right, I'm removing Current from the VC. He's hearing us call out boost. All right, he's out. He just left himself. All right. Hey, Pop. Yeah. What do you think so far about just like the general? How did this happen? Current 3-0 up.
I don't know. I feel like Zoomer's not really confident when he gets control, and he just like, I don't know. He's leaving Current with too much space.
Yeah.
And not respecting his shots.
Yeah, and he's really trying to play how he would in ranked, which is definitely vastly different to how you would probably be playing against someone that you know how to play against. Because Zoomer does know how to play against Current, but Current, I think, just trying to play in a way that Zoomer isn't really able to do against normal people he plays against. But, well, first off, maybe he's doing something about his kickoffs. Scores the first goal of this game, 6 seconds in. Not much else to say about that. Must win for Zoomer. Needs a reverse sweep to win the series. And remember, there is money on the line here. $10 1v1. The Current on the verge of just getting these $10. He needs to win one of the next 4 games. Zoomer needs to win all of the next 4 games. Ooh, waiting him out. And this has really been the name of the game for Current. Pushing Zoomer back into defense. And then getting this play, and this is what Zoomer's really been needing to do, is pushing Current to uncomfortable positions. He almost got that demo there. That would have almost certainly resulted in a goal. And more 50s. Giving him good positioning. The demo's definitely playing a big role so far, and they probably will continue. Oh, Zoomer. The mechanics just not holding up. And that's been some of what Current is, if you look at the head-to-head of these two players, just the advantage has been Current in that mechanics department. Zoomer making a few misses. Not that Current hasn't made any at all, but, they have been in key moments, which have really, led to Current having the lead in a lot of these games. Because besides that, I mean, both these players are pretty evenly matched. Zoomer gets the save. Might be an open net, but again, the mechanics.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly saw it too.
That is not a goal. That's not a goal you want to concede when you have to win the game. To lose the lead. Actually, that's a bit of an awkward touch for Current. Maybe you expected Zoomer to go and panicked. But Zoomer, this is the patience that you get from being a ones main. But he really needs to let go of his fear of Current. The C3 really is his biggest fear. And the mental as well of Current. Maybe he's just tough going for this kickoff, though. I don't know about this one. This might be a free shot for Zoomer, and the 50 does definitely have the better angle on that. And actually does regain the lead, so even though he lost, he gave Current the lead by making a big mechanical mistake and conceding an open net. He's still able to claw it back, but another kickoff, though. Current, oh my goodness! He slots it behind Zoomer. Zoomer just got the touch on this ball. But how has he not made his save? It's kind of crazy the trajectory that ball went. Just ricocheting directly into the top corner. That's definitely an interesting touch for sure. The confidence, though, the mechanics. This is it for Zoomer to step it up. And it looks like he has, because this is definitely more of a confident play that we haven't been seeing. And this is definitely what he needs. It's when Current's not in net that he's not able to make these saves. It's the outplays that he needs to be doing. Even if he doesn't have necessarily the mechanical... I wouldn't say mechanical competence, because he definitely does have that. He has been making the plays in the series. But just the extra mechanics to be able to do really... what many people can't do at this rank, at least. But he's just doing what he needs. He's making the smart plays, and he's using the mechanics that he does have well enough. He gets this block. It's good that he's playing slow in the fashion that he's only rushing for the ball if it's needed. Some go for a little bit of a double jump there, but again, maybe the shot's directly on target. Might be needing an alternative to that. Just gets back to this in time. Could be an open net, but choose to go for the boost instead. That'll let Current get back, but Zoomer will undoubtedly have an attack with the boost he collected. So interesting plays, trying to make it awkward, but Current avoids the bump and takes the possession on the wall. Misses that touch, but he'll still have possession. He slowed down in time to realize he wasn't going to get it, and then pops that one into the far corner. Tying it up yet again. I think the amount of time this series has had a tie game score has been probably, at least half. Because it always seems that, someone gets the lead and instantly it's gone, And there's been lots of leads. Of course, Current has had the lead for more than Zoomer. We look for a little flick there. Best third man gets the save. Looks for a bang downfield, Zoomer. Good positioning and awareness to be back in time for that. Kind of messes up his recovery, misses the boost, but Current's touch kind of plays very well for him. These early flicks, not really daring enough, I'd say. He needs to change it up. He looked close in game 1. Looked not really close in game 2, close in game 3, but again, imagine how this would look for Current if he was able to sweep Zoomer as he takes the lead. Zoomer, oh, you hate to see when someone goes AFK, or, you know, they stop moving after a goal is scored against them, especially at this point. Current looking to close it down. That might be the goal to do it. Definitely not a question to whether Zoomer can come back, just whether he will. Current's been playing so consistently. And, oh, a fake from Zoomer. Not really having enough momentum to do anything because Current gets back. And, oh, this flick looked like it wasn't going to get enough direction change to get this past Current. But look what he did with this ball. Just launches it from a standstill almost. And Current was maybe expecting something else because the flick looked pretty implausible from that position. Zoomer showing he still has something in him, as he will still try to reverse sweep. Oh, Current though! Oh my goodness, delays his shot. Zoomer ends up flipping past. Zoomer just can't catch a break. Just delaying his shot, going for the weak hit there instead of flipping into it, going directly for net, even though that is kind of what he did. Makes it a slower chip shot. Zoomer on the panic. The nerve definitely looked on point for Current so far. Zoomer, hard to say. Oh my goodness, that touch from Zoomer may have been an open net miss. It's hard to say if that was truly an open net, because it was kind of open, but the angle wasn't really realistic. Oh, Current missing that flick. Zoomer, though, no boost. Final 30 seconds. He definitely needs at least one goal. Current, ooh, bit dangerous. Gets demoed. Definitely what Zoomer needed. And now he's going to have some time on possession. Current spawns near side, so he may be looking for an early challenge now. Confident in his own defensive abilities. And maybe not respecting Zoomer. Oh, a touch off the post. A follow-up. It rolls up. And that follow-up with 14 seconds, the magic number. I did score a goal to win a game in Game 5 in IGL one time with 14 seconds. No other reason that 14 is important, though. Oh, Current asking for OT. I don't think he's allowed to use his OT when he is up 3-0 in the series. But then again, it is tied, so maybe just might see the first OT of the series here unless Zoomer has something to say about it. Early flick. Current doesn't make contact and it falls to the ground. All or nothing for Zoomer. All or... well, that's not nothing if he doesn't get this. This kickoff just slowly just funnels its way to the net. 6 seconds in. That's about the least climactic OT you could have gotten, except for maybe this foot race to the ball. Zoomer takes a game. And he starts his path to the reverse sweep. For match settings, next match will be Wasteland Night. 3-1 is the serious score. Zoomer, though, definitely showing improvement. He's showing adaptation in the recent games. Games 3 and 4 were definitely very close. Could have gone either way, and I wouldn't be surprised if I would be surprised if it was a reverse sweep because not to doubt Zoomer, but the consistency that Current's been having and just the chances of him choking this seem slim. And Zoomer hasn't really shown much of the mechanical skill ceiling to be able to do anything really that dominant. Though he's been showing to be able to play better than Current, but just not dominantly, which is what he might need to make this reverse sweep happen. Though here, off the start, this looks like somewhat of a dominant play, actually. As I say it. Just takes all the way back from Current's touch. Just a perfect touch here. First touch, second touch. Current can't find the timing on that. Looks like Zoomer will be sticking to the Fennec. Third game in a row he's used it after switching cars for every other game. Looks for the demo. Has been crucial so far. Doesn't find it though. Doesn't commit too hard, so he'll be able to still find possession. Rushing all the way back. Current though. Flick doesn't connect. On the counterattack, Zoomer tries to get the demo. Current just pops it up, and kind of both of them wasting boost here. Look at Current's point of view. It's a good first touch. Tries to find the shot, and that's actually just all on the first touch by Current. You see Zoomer going into the corner because he doesn't think Current's going to get this touch middle. How does he touch this middle? He was so clearly pushing towards the corner. And then that touch sends it perfectly towards net. Kick off. Oh, Current. Unable to convert on that, but he'll still have possession with the corner boost. Looks for maybe a Doomsy dish setup. Can't really get around it enough. And then Zoomer foot race. Some more chance in the corner. Current. He has been playing these challenges a bit interestingly, and in the demos, that has been the biggest thing I've seen from Zoomer. Not quite able to get back into the ball in time to score a goal, but definitely has the upper hand here. Didn't let Current get the corner boost. And definitely going to threaten a shot at some point here, and that is just the boost advantage, the speed advantage that Zoomer had. He did not have to do anything fancy here. Current had 0 boost here, and then once Zoomer slowed down the play, Current had to slow down his car and just couldn't get the speed back as soon as Zoomer accelerated. And see another fake kickoff for Current. Works out pretty well for him. It's the corner boost. Starts pushing it straight on to the right, maybe a direction change to the left. Actually misses the flick, but the pop was enough. Zoomer didn't make contact on the save. Definitely a bit misleading. You don't know if he's going to hit it left, hit it right, or try hit it up. And it turns out that the delay is what gave Current the goal. Zoomer was expecting the flick, a faster shot. Again, time off the kickoff. Zoomer, though, instantly rushes it. No boost to his name. But he'll still make this play, and this is actually very impressive mechanics from Zoomer. I was calling him a non-mechanical player many times throughout. Oh, well, I mean, then he just did that recovery, so the Current will get it open now. I think that would have been a goal anyways, but definitely had to respect that play from Zoomer. A perfect catch with no boost, and trying to go for that double jump into the Current goal in the top shelf. Doesn't work out, and recovery just wasn't there. Goes back the other way. The aggression, though, he's been playing these balls from the corners and just not afraid to take these shots to outplay the defense. That's what we saw here. Slowing down the play and then taking the shot. We've seen it a lot of times in this game and last game. And that's what keeps him in this game. Well, that keeps him in the series, really. In this game, he's been in this the whole time. Has a bit of time on the ball with the boost. What's Current going to do here? He does have a lot of boost as well, and Zoomer didn't see him there. Off the post, and oh my goodness, Zoomer was so close to getting that save. I kind of want to watch the replay just to see how close Zoomer was on his pre-flip there. That's just a great angle from Current. Oh, he almost got that. If that just was stayed out of the net a bit longer, I think that pre-flip may have been enough to keep the score even. Has been Current though. Flick. Maybe looking for a double touch. Gets away from him. He's able to get back. Trying to outplay, but Zoomer still keeps it under control. Current now going for it's something of an aerial. Couldn't really get back to the ball, so he lands with it. Zoomer on the ball. Dribbles. Fakes it low! And definitely the change-up he's been needing. The creativity. Just getting the space for him in. Yeah, absolutely. Just giving himself the space, and that's giving himself the options too. Current really could have. Someone is saying that your car looks like a minivan. Is that what we say? I mean, Fennec? Yeah, Fennec. I can see it. Yeah. Nope, lots of time for Zoomer. Gets a good first touch on the bounce. The catch. He's done well with this. Looks for another double jump play. None of them he's worked so far. This one won't either, just barely. All of them have come some close, but Yet another save just come off the post. Now back the other way, Current tries for a far shot. It's off the post. Zoomer dove for it. Now he's going to be a low boost to make the save. Does get it though. And Current scrambles back for mid boost. Still has the beat, but Zoomer definitely has enough time to get into position, get the boost, and take control of this ball. Great boost spawn for him as well. Hunter boost, looking for that direction change like he was before. Doesn't quite get behind the ball early enough to really threaten, because Current just saw when that direction first touch came too late that he could just come and challenge it before the second touch would be possible. Final minute of gameplay. Game 5. Zoomer, that shot goes behind Current, seemingly coming out of nowhere, the low boost, but he stuck around. Current's touch got away from him, didn't really need to pinch that out. And Zoomer just hits it right behind him into the top corner. Oh, Current saying STFU in the chat. This is maybe salt from Zoomer getting, maybe getting the Current's head. He did mention last time they had this situation where Current took the first 3 games and Zoomer started the comeback, couldn't quite complete it, but he was genuinely scared of being reverse swept. And oh my goodness, that might have been a big moment in this game and even in this series. Current could have had it up there, but Zoomer makes the save. That shot, not a great one. And Current, in the final 10 seconds, might have a counterattack. Does have the 100 boost, but Zoomer is just keeping on the ball, not letting Current have any plays to work with. He's going to fake an aerial, so... Oh, actually, looks like he's going to have a catch there, but unfortunately, a rare mistake there. And Zoomer brings the series to 3-2. Wow. This is exactly how... Yeah, this is exactly how the first series went too, but Current took the next game. I'm not sure if that's going to happen again.
I think Zoomer will have full confidence.
Yeah.
Or at least more than he had the first 2.
I'm very good at finding Neo Tokyo. Yeah, so as I'll re-mention the previous series. Current won the first 3 games. Zoomer started the reverse sweep, winning the next 2, but then couldn't finish it in Neo Tokyo. Now is his chance to change that fate and bring it to Game 7. The freaking weird camera bug is happening for some reason. Just go back to him. Why is it close? Okay. Last series they had went to Game 7. Zoomer took the win. But that was not a reverse sweep, and they were very even in games throughout the whole series. Zoomer starting off the game with the advantage. I really think, it's not too much on Zoomer here as much as Current kind of making a bit of a mistake there on the backboard. Still got to give props to Zoomer for being there in the right position to convert. And yet again, Current going for the silver kickoff. The third man strategy, I think he's the only person that can really do this strategy successfully, but when you do it in a best of 7 like this, it's so late into the series when you've been doing it, Zoomer can definitely really preemptively expect it and make a plan for it. So that may be kind of what's giving Zoomer, partial factor, but might be giving Zoomer the late series advantage and Current the early series advantage. As the demo there, Current spawns in this corner. Not sure if that's going to be great for him or not, as Zoomer just touches it past. And that boost steal was really the biggest thing. As soon as Zoomer got this boost, Current turned, he got no boost, and then Zoomer's just faster in that position. Zoomer wins this game. We will be going to a Game 7 in a reverse sweep scenario of a best of 7. Which, as a way to close out the series, the best of set that we've been doing would be absolutely insane. He goes up 3 in this game already in the first minute. Now, sure, there's plenty of time, but we just look at the chat and we look at Current's behavior. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back in this game. I mean, surely he is going to be able to. But Zoomer's definitely looked better at this moment in time. So definitely looks like the favorite in this game, at least. And another big dunk. This might result in the goal. Oh, just not able to get that read. Current dove for it, so he's going to be low boosting his own goal. Zoomer's first touch isn't great, but that last touch, I'm not sure how this really went in. Current looked like he was going to have this save. It was more of just a normal 50. But I guess just making these direction changes, not letting Current know which way he's going to shoot the ball, and just, the boost advantage has been helping him a lot. And gotta mention the kickoffs too. Current was really had his name on those in the first few games, but Zoomer actually really starting to get back more and more every game. He's getting more dominant on those. It's been pretty even, but then this game it's been actually very much in his favor. 4-goal lead, and possession plays like this. Current overcommitting for that boost, and Zoomer. This is definitely what he's been needing to do from the start. Making these outplays. And now this was definitely a mistake from Current. He shouldn't have been going for that boost. But catching Current out of his comfort zone, not in the goal. And we've definitely seen a lot of plays from Zoomer when Current was in the goal. Because, as offense works, that is usually what happens. But also the midfield play. Current has had the mechanics on offense. But as you can see, sometimes the decision making in the one's experience is what's really going to be important about the midfield. And Current already asking to move on to Game 7.
For Zoomer.
Yeah. And they're gonna call it. They're gonna call Game 6, and I don't know if this is gonna be good for Current, because going into Game 7, the power dynamic is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'll invite you to pop back into the party.
Yeah, some dude invited me. I was intrigued.
Wait. That is not the map. Champions Field. There we go.
This is more important than RCF, honestly.
This is where it went down. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 7. Is it 2v2? What? Oh, Current's changing to the Fennec. So we have a Fennec versus Fennec 1v1. We have never seen this before. So whoever loses, we can blame it on the Fennec now. First goal though goes to Current. Definitely a better start than last game. This is more goals than he scored last game already in the first 11 seconds. Because we got shut out 6-0 and then left the game. So. But still, definitely no tilt there. It's just like all that happens. And so much time for Zoomer to tie it back up here, but Current gets back just in the nick of time. He's going to have some time on this ball now. And Zoomer doesn't really have a lot of boost to work with. A pop on the ball. Current, a bit awkward. Actually, maybe makes a mistake of trying to control this, but Zoomer again, not enough momentum to convert on that shot. Current gets back in time. Midfield, the 50s. Yeah. And I think that's, we haven't seen Current really make these outplays in the midfield. We've just seen him use his time and make these plays. And Zoomer using the backboard really well here. Oh my goodness. The save's coming out though. This might be an open net. He has no boost. Zoomer with the boost advantage. Still down by a goal, but he's definitely had lots of chances so far. Might have another one here. The flick, that might be high. Oh, just grazes the crossbar as it finds its way into the net. And how How else could it be than another close game in Game 7 so far? We can't say that for sure, of course. We could just have a Brazil, but man, we've had so many tie games. Or not, yeah, so many tie games in every single game. It's just the score keeps finding a way to balance itself out. Flick for Zoomer, maybe goes for that double jump play yet again, but just not paying off. He's really been using that play a lot. Hasn't worked out for him yet, but hasn't really been terrible for his pressure at least. It does at least force the awkward save. Coming back the other way, looks for the aerial. Does steal that corner boost, puts Zoomer in an awkward position. Takes that shot. The catch. Zoomer. Oh, maybe looking for that Zoomer flick again. What a crazy thing it would be if he was able to do a Zoomer flick on Champions Field to win the game. Of course, very unlikely that a game-winning goal would come out at this point in time, because that would have to mean that, you know, they shut out their opponent for the rest of the game, which is quite unlikely, especially with players these talented in offense and just making stuff happen, you know. Even if they're not known for being offensive players, I'd say both of these are somewhat defensive players, but they're still really deadly on offense. And we've seen that with some of these plays earlier in the series. Current the aerial. Coming back the other way. Zoomer returns it, but still Current. This is really good possession by him. The score is tied, and there's nothing he really needs to work for, but he's definitely not just wasting time either. That shot, maybe a bit of a mistake there. Going for a bit of a bigger commit. And there's another bigger commit. The aerials, in Current's case, haven't really been a great thing. But, oh, there's a bit of a failed shot from Zoomer. Flips out of the way. And 50 here. A bit aggressive from Zoomer. Just went straight on net, and that's going to be a readable challenge. Current shot finds its way in, and he regains his lead. 1:48. It's 108 seconds for Current to hold on to this score line. It's possible. He is the best third man. We might see him turtle up here. But I think Zoomer, with the experience he's gotten in 1v1s and in alone against Current in this series and in other matches, the former series he's played, can score if given the opportunity. As we see here, it is popped up. Oh, that's a mistake from Zoomer. Touches it backwards. Gonna call calculated in chat. 3-1. 1:28. It's just those final moments. Yeah. We want to see the Game 7 OT. Current going for the silver strat again. And Zoomer's shot really wasn't too threatening. It was straight at Current. Counterattack. Shot. No power. No boost for Current, though. Can't really keep this play going. Tries. And plays it into the corner. Zoomer going for the demo instead of the boost deal. And now with demo return from Current, this might be an open net. Zoomer has to spawn in time. He actually does get back. Good instinct there. Now Current on low boost actually won't get back to this. Bit of an overcommit on that play after the demo. And when Zoomer gets the clear, Current just can't get back. 59 seconds. Keep bringing up the time, but this is how much time is left. Probably until one of these players is crowned the better player. And right now it's looking like it might be Current, but we cannot put Zoomer out of it just yet. A demo. This is going to give him lots of time on the ball. He's going to play it up the sidewall. Oh, misses the boost, but maybe Current didn't see that, so he's still going to respect him. Let him get the mid boost. Goes for the flick. Oh, what was that flick? I have no idea what that was. Current back the other way. Doesn't have any boost. And remember, Zoomer just took that mid boost, and he will get off the respawn. Current with the corner boost, so both 100. Another flick opportunity. It looks like he's going for the Zoomer flick on these opportunities to try and tie it up. Trying to pre-flip that shot. But he's definitely done well with these possessions, these early flicks. Trying to make stuff happen. Final 10 seconds. The shot goes in for Zoomer. 8 seconds, and we're tied up in Game 7. This would be the dream comeback. But I don't know. I can't believe this is real. I just get that feeling that Current's gonna score a kickoff goal here or something, man.
Let's not ruin it.
Well, kickoff's pretty even. Doesn't look likely for a goal for either player at this moment. Zoomer just needs to play it safe. And does so. Game 7 overtime. The next goal wins the $7 or wins the $10 and the best of 3 best of 7s for the better player. 0 boost. Zoomer missed the corner. Looking for an early flick. Current keeps it in. 0 boost still for Zoomer. Current gets the 100. He'll have a shot here. Hits it high. Maybe looking for a backboard read. Zoomer, can he get there? He does get the save! This might be an open net! Back the other way! The reverse sweep! Everything! Zoomer reverse sweeps the series, and he reverse sweeps the set! What a performance! What a match! What a thriller!
It's close for the content.
I don't know what to say. That was such an amazing series.